Okay, I'd just like to say I'm honored and happy that we finally got Mats Wilander at FWBTC Tennis Center, and I would like to thank Mats for coming here, even though there was some heavy-duty weather yesterday.
Yes.
I was driving here.
Yeah, it was not too bad. We got very lucky.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. I have a few questions. First of all, sömnen, hjärtats ljus, vinter i paradiset eller Jack? Which would you pick?
Vinter i paradiset.
Okay, interesting. CDn that Ulf came out with 2004, Club Zebra. Do you have any idea where the Club Zebra actually existed in the 70s? Or do you even have that CD?
No, I don't have
Club
it.
Zebra, okay.
No, I don't have it. No.
Okay, so then you probably don't know the
No, I don't know where that is.
story
No.
behind.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Who is Sofia Möller?
Sofia Möller is. Sofia Möller is. Was she a violin?
No.
No.
No, that's okay.
Who was she?
She just married Ulf and that.
Oh, now. Oh, forget it.
A month ago.
Oh, Ulf Lundell is dead.
Okay, so I'm from Värmland, so I'm just going to mention a couple of tennis players from Värmland, and then you can make whatever. You can make a comment or two.
Okay.
You think about them, whatever. And there's only 3 of them that I think you know.
Okay.
Magnus Norman.
Yeah, he was very hardworking, great attitude, hardworking physically, and he is most probably the best tennis coach of all time.
That's a huge. You just answered another question.
Yeah, I would say that's very possible that he could be the best, most motivating tennis coach that I've ever seen in action. What he did to Robin Söderling and what he's doing to Stanislav Wawrinka is phenomenal.
That's awesome. He's a Värmlänning like me.
Yeah.
Niklas Kron.
Yeah, he's one of we're still good friends. We don't speak very often, but he's the inventor of Wisht.
Correct.
Yeah, and we were really close. We are really good friends. We were very close in a long time ago because he used to live in Växjö, and then we played in a band together, traveling Wisht band, and we played at all the players' parties around the world, and we had a lot of fun together.
Good.
Too much fun together.
Right. Rikard Berg.
Yeah, I played I played some exhibition. That was with Ricard, and of course he had a big doubles team with Ronnie Båtman.
Correct.
And Ricard was one of those really talented, dangerous players. Maybe a little nuts. And
he worked here for 6 months.
And it's good to be a little nuts
Yes,
when you're a
it was
tennis
a-
player.
okay.
But yeah, nice guy.
Good. Okay. So if you could have been number one in any other sport or won an Olympic gold or something, what other besides tennis?
I would be an ice hockey player for sure. Everybody in
Stanley Cup or something.
Yeah, Stanley Cup or anything, just to pursue a passion. And ice hockey would definitely was my first sport until tennis took over.
I was gonna guess the Masters in golf, but no.
Well, that's now. But as a
Okay.
kid, I would grow up. I would have wanted to be an ice hockey player.
Interesting.
Yes, now I would many ways wish you were a golfer because you could play competitive golf from 22 till 62 years old.
Correct.
But again, can you be serious about something for 40 years?
Right.
Maybe that's too much.
I think you might have answered this earlier today. What's the person that was most satisfying in beating? I have a feeling that's Mr.
No, it doesn't really matter. Usually it's usually it's a big final and it doesn't really matter about the person. But Ivan Lendl was most probably the person. No, it wasn't in a bad way. He was the person that you had to work the hardest against.
Okay.
And you know that he had worked really, really hard off the court, so he was not going to get tired. And it was physical, mental, and tactical.
And the worst person to lose to, I guess could be the same?
No, not at all. Lender wasn't too bad because when you
Correct,
lose to him,
right.
well, you were beaten badly.
Correct.
The worst person to lose to was Miroslav Mečír of Slovakia.
Because he's from Slovakia.
Because he's from Slovakia, and because when I went practicing, he went fishing, and when I was warming up with another Swedish tennis professional, he was warming up without socks with his wife, and then he beat you 6-1, 6-2, and then sometimes he's 6-1, 2 weeks in a row, 6-1, 6-2 in Hamburg, 6-1, 6-4 in Rome, but he was up 6-1, 4-love, and then he Here,
Yeah,
take a few mats because we're the same age.
So that would mean it's
And he's a really nice guy, so I don't mind. But he made you feel awful.
Right, right. I think I saw you all play it actually once. And this you also talked about really quick. Can you describe the feelings after losing the infamous 0-6060 to London in the exhibition match? Can you describe your feelings in one sentence?
Disbelief.
Okay.
No feelings.
Okay. Interesting. Who is, great answer, greatest tennis player of all time?
Most probably you have to say that Roger Federer would be the only one that you can see having been able to play with wooden rackets and also with the modern rackets of today, and still been able to do it. Because how would you say that Rafa Nadal could be compared to Rod Laver? Because if he played with the same wooden racket, obviously Nadal wouldn't be hitting the ball the same way.
Interesting.
But I would say that Rod Laver is maybe overlooked a little bit, but I think it's Roger Federer and Rod Laver are in a class of their own. As of now,
style.
Because of their style and because of their consistency against the top, but also against the other guys in the world.
And this is a question from Heather, who you just signed her hat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you won the Aussie Open twice?
On
Three
grass.
times.
Yeah.
Twice on grass, but never Wimbledon.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Pims or the strawberries and cream?
You know, it was most probably the English ladies that you couldn't really focus when you're playing because they were so cheery and groupies, and they had Beatles and then the Björn Borg and all the Swedish tennis players. No, the reason why Wimbledon didn't work was because it was 2 weeks after the French Open. Correct. And the French Open was very, very slow. It's the same surface as today, but it played very slowly because we didn't hit the ball so hard. Grass was very fast, and you still had small frames, and you had to serve and volley. So the change in style was way more different than today. But I don't know. Maybe it was. It wasn't the Pims, that's for sure.
Do you know this